Hey, collective, what is going on? What is crack-a-lackin', y'all? It is your girl Tracy with Ascension 225. Teto and Ortico, what's crack-a-lackin', y'all? What's happening? I'll tell you what's happening. We're about to jump head first. We're going to drop into the consciousness observation. Ooh, I like that. Into our Cancer collective, those born between June 22nd and July 23rd are Cancer sun signs, y'all. But if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, then you may be able to get some tidbits out of this reading today. So come on in. If you are a cross watcher watching for that spectacular Cancerian, then you are welcome. Everyone is welcome. This is a safe zone, a no judgment zone, and we're just trying to find out what is going on with our Cancer collective, okay? And this is for the next 4 weeks, moving into like the first week of January. Excuse me. We want to find out what Spirit wants and needs our Cancerians to know during this time period, okay? As we close out this year, some people are closing out cycles and chapters of their lives. So really, these are the last messages for 2024. What are you going to take with you into 2025, Cancers? And what are you going to leave behind in 2024? And that's a question for everybody in the, sorry, I'm eating an almond. That's the question for everybody in the Zodiac Collective. What will you take into the new year with you, which we're entering a year number 9, right? A year for accomplishments, a year for reaching your goals, a year for completing things, right? A year for finding wholeness or some sort of fulfillment, right? But 9s are when you start the process or in the middle of the process of closing out chapters or cycles in your lives. And 10s are the completion of that. It's done. It's a done deal. And that 10 becomes a 1. And that indicates new beginnings, guys. So Cancerians, I want you to take your shoes off. Everyone take your shoes off. Come on in. Find a nice cozy spot where you can relax, relate, release, and receive. That is the goal here, for you to receive those messages that resonate with your soul, right? Or even if it's just those messages that make you go, aha, okay, all right, let me listen more intently, right? Yeah. If these messages don't resonate with you at all, Cancerians, then you know what? Maybe pass it on to another Cancerian that it may resonate with, because this is a general reading. I'm not sitting across from you in my office or at your home doing a private reading, but I can. If you go to the description box, all my information is down there. I do in person. If you're in the Atlanta metro area, I do in-person visits. You can come to me, I can come to you, or we can do it virtually wherever you live in the United States or abroad even. So, okay, Cancers, come on in. All right, and we're ready to dive in. Okay, and like I said, all my information is in the description box. If you're a new client, you receive 15% off. If you're a first responder, fire, emergency, police department, military, veteran, whatever, you always receive 15% off of all of your readings. Okay, so without further ado, actually, before we get started, do your girl a solid, because the channel keeps on growing and growing and growing, which is a beautiful thing. We just went over 35K. Yay! And the crowd goes wild. All right. We just went over 34K. So thank you for all of your support and well wishes. We want to continue that forward momentum, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And we're dealing with Jupiter energy right now. So that could be about expansion and taking it to the next level. So I want to capitalize on that. We're also going through a Mercury retrograde until December 15th. And we just started a Mars retrograde. So there's a lot going on in the sky above our heads that influence us in negative and not so positive ways. So look and do your research more about the retrogrades, Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde, and see how they affect you in a positive or adverse way. All right, so where was I? Okay, so do your girl a solid as we continue to grow, and hit that like button, share, and also subscribe, guys. I'll wait. Thank you. I really appreciate that reciprocal energy, right? What I'm putting out, you receive, and then you clicking, since we're virtual, I receive what you're putting into it as well by hitting that like, that share, and that subscribe button, especially the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a posting or an upload, you guys. All right. I appreciate you. And I also reach out to a random subscriber every month to let that subscriber know that they have won a free 30-minute reading with yours truly. So thank you for all of your support. Okay. These cards over here are oracles that have already been meditated and prayed over, and we'll get to that the second part of your reading. We're going to start off by digging into what rune symbol best describes the Cancerian collective and what's going on in your world, what's going on in your energy. We also have, this guy looks crooked. Probably is. I'm sitting on this thing. Sorry, I'm easily distracted today. I don't know why. Oh, there you go. Stay straight. We'll get into your rune and what is the most important rune that Spirit wants and needs you to see for the next 4 weeks. We'll get into these 2 major arcana cards, where which is the heavy hitting energy of the tarot deck. And this is sort of like the umbrella or the crowning energy of your whole entire reading, right? This basically tells the story or the most important energy here in your reading. So let's get started, and then we'll get into the tarot, okay? All right, so without further ado, let's get it cracking, guys. All right, so the first, well, not the first, but the most important rune that Spirit wanted and needed you to see is Gebo. All right, and if you don't know anything about runes or divination, these were symbols that the people that lived in Nordic lands like Sweden and Scandinavia and Norway, like the Viking type of energy, they used these symbols, these runes, as a way to communicate with each other, right? Especially before formalized language was designed. So Gebo, the symbol means generosity and opportunity. The theme of giving and sharing is very prominent here. You see this person's getting a gift. This person's sharing a gift with, I forgot the name of this symbol, this Indian symbol right here. It's right on the tip of my tongue. But, presenting a gift, right, to this sacred god or goddess from Indian culture, okay? And in turn, probably blessings will be returned to them, right? So this is about sharing. There may be a surprise gift arriving in your life soon, Cancer. This Mercury retrograde. My ruling planet is Mercury, and I'm telling you, it has really just been wreaking havoc, especially on me trying to get words out. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So a surprise gift may be arriving in your life soon, whether a material one or in the form of emotional support from others in your life, or even the gift of discovering a hidden talent that you didn't know was there. This card urges you to appreciate this gift for the blessing that it is, but it also indicates the need for you to shine a spotlight on the energy exchanges in your life right now, including your personal relationships, your partnerships, and contracts. Are you giving too much and receiving too little? Or are you the one not investing enough in a situation? You're especially encouraged to ensure that there is balance between giving and receiving, reciprocal in all of your relationships. We just got finished talking about reciprocity, right? And you hitting that like button. It also wants you to take a closer look at the most important relationship of all, and that is the one that you have with yourself. And to create a harmonious balance between being sensitive to the needs of others and practicing self-care, taking care of you, right? Because there's only one of you, beautiful, all right? So we are going to circle back on this rune card to see how it interplays into the full reading that you get today, all right? All right. So tarot is made up of 78 cards, okay? 22 of them are major arcana, okay? Those are the heavy hitting energies, like I just got finished telling you. Depending on the choices that we make in life, the path that we choose to go down, you know, which in regards to people, places, and things in our life, that is how the energy for these major arcanas comes out, you know, as we go through life experiencing different things, the ups and downs and the sideways situations of life, right? The first card that came out for you, Cancer, is the Sun card. And to be honest with you, both of these cards came out in the reverse. But you know what? Some of my decks, I don't really pay attention to whether the cards are upright or in the reverse. Okay, so since that is the case, I did not put all the cards upright in these decks last night. I'm going to tell you and explain to you what the reverse means of this card, but it wouldn't be fair, so I'm going to turn it, or I've turned them upright, okay? The first card that came out is the Sun card in reverse for you. Now, the Sun is the happiest card in the entire deck, okay? This is about abundance and blessings, but it's in the reverse here. This is about sadness, depression. There might be some delays or blockages for you. Maybe you're losing hope. Maybe you don't see the sun shining. Maybe you only see the clouds and the gray skies right now, right? Maybe you don't see the sun shining. You don't see opportunity. You don't see blessings, right? And in this picture, Cardi B is actually crying. She's actually crying. So maybe some of you may be in this feeling of feeling sad or depressed, or maybe because there are some delays happening in your life, you know. Mom said there'd be days like that. Maybe you're not feeling enthusiastic or feeling, you know, joy. The Sun card also represents fertility and creativity. So maybe whatever you're trying to birth into fruition, whether it's an actual live baby that you can love and nurture, or whether it's a creative idea that you can bring to fruition out of your brain and into the 3D, right? You can actually see it and touch it and feel it. Maybe there have been some delays there, right? Maybe there's been some delays, or maybe there's been some losses there. And if that's the case, I'm terribly sorry. This is Leo energy, by the way. And then we had the Emperor card show up in the reverse. The Emperor is Aries energy, that fiery, driven energy, and we're in a Mars retrograde right now, so maybe this indicates an Emperor who is not motivated, is experiencing blockages or delays in reaching their goals or whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish, right? Success. Maybe there's some delays in reaching a goal or some form of success or something like that for this Emperor energy. This could also be somebody who is not a leader, right? Is not the leader that they claim to be, or is stubborn or controlling, right? Or doesn't lead in a positive way, leads in a negative way, right? So we are turning these upright, abundance and blessings, right? Fertility, creativity, and success, leadership, determination, right? Turn those upright. Okay. So what does the tarot tell us? And before we shake up this energy, Cancers, I'm going to show you what's on the bottom, which I call the hidden energy. Maybe it's just energy that has not materialized yet, or it's just something you can't see, feel, touch yet. Okay. I've got a tower here. All right, I've got a tower here, and the tower is all about change, right? Because the 16 reduces to a 5, and 5s are all about change, and a lot of times change is never easy, and change is like a roller coaster ride, right? There can be a lot of conflicts and bumpy roads going through changes, right? But this tower represents Scorpio energy, and it's about change, chaos, right? It's all about revelations coming to light, and maybe these revelations tearing down a structure, whatever that structure is that you thought was on firm foundation, but really wasn't, right? Maybe something was really actually built in sand instead of concrete, right? But from towers, there's always a lesson, and this adds to a 7, right? A spiritual lesson, right? What did you learn, or what are you going to learn from this tower situation? That and there's no time in the spirit realm. It could be happening already. It could have already happened a week ago, or it can happen over the next 4 weeks. What's in the middle? Wow. Could be this upheaval of this 2 of Cups situation, right? This maybe what you thought was a healing connection, a healing partnership, a loving partnership. Maybe something transpired or something came to light about this situation, this partnership that you're in, okay, or will come to light. All right. So Holy Spirit, what is going on with our Cancerian energies? What's the deal with our Cancerian energies for the next 4 weeks until the first week of January, Holy Spirit? What's going on? This encompasses all energy in their life. People, places, things, career, money, it doesn't matter. It's just general energy, a general overview of what may be transpiring over the next 4 weeks for our Cancerians. What's on the bottom? Knight of Cups. Knights are messengers. Knights are also warriors, right? And this Knight of Cups may want to communicate or offer this cup of love, right? Maybe take you on a date, romance you, whisper sweet nothings. I don't know. Knights are, we have pages, which is like new or baby type of energy. Knight energy, which I would say is probably late teenager to early 20, maybe, 25 max, if you're thinking about real energy, right? Yeah, so it's still young type of energy, could still be considered impulsive type of energy, right? Yeah. So not a king, right? Not a king. Somebody who's seasoned, wise, been around the block, all that other stuff, right? All right, what's in the middle? And we also have a Knight of Swords. Somebody wants to communicate their truth or communicate with truth and clarity, about their feelings here. Okay. What's this about? I'm also going to, if this goes towards love, Cancer, believe me, I will be doing love readings once I get the zodiacs out of sign of general energy, I'll be doing love readings for the zodiac. So stay tuned. All right. So I already did that. Okay. So Holy Spirit, as far as the energy that we've already seen so far for our Cancer Collective, what do you suggest that they move towards? What do you suggest that they move towards over the next 4 weeks? Okay. Move towards a partnership. Move towards teamwork, collaboration, right? Working together. Yeah. What else do you suggest that our Cancer Collective move towards over the next 4 weeks? Move towards alleviating some of this anxiety, this worry, this, oh my God, worried about the past, worried about the future, what's going to happen. I mean, this is being all up in your head. This is, worry, insomnia, not eating, not sleeping, suffering. It's time to walk away from that. What else do you suggest? This wanted to turn around. Yeah. Walk towards the sun. Walk towards the sun. Walk towards your abundance and your blessings. Walk towards your fertility and in whatever manner that looks like to you. Walk towards creativity, right? Walk towards joy and happiness. Ooh, yes. What else, Holy Spirit? What else do you suggest that our Cancerians move towards as they move into the first week of January? Yeah. Move towards being this mighty magician, Cancerians, using all the elements, fire, water, earth, and air. Sorry, I almost forgot. And air, to manifest whatever it is that you want and need and desire. This is being that major manifester right here. Yeah? And this also, this is Gemini Virgo energy, and ruled by the planet Mercury, the planet that is in retrograde now. But Mercury is all about clear, concise intentions, thought process, and not only thinking it, but putting it into action as well, right? Being emotionally focused and committed to making whatever you're trying to manifest come to fruition. I love it. This is also about new beginnings too, right? Hopefully, by following your inner guidance. Yeah. And relieving yourself of these burdens, whatever the burdens are that are on your shoulders, that are holding you back, holding you down. Yeah. It's all about closing out this chapter of burdens and feeling that you're solely responsible for this or that, right? You might receive a message somewhere that, hey, yeah. And I believe this is going to be a spiritual message that, hey, look, let it go. Let's purge this, transmute this energy into new beginnings, right? Where you have a sense of freedom. All right. So last message for the top row, Holy Spirit, on what they should move towards. Last message. Last message. What do you have? Last message for Cancer, for the top row. What you should move towards. Yeah. Yeah. And these landed on the 9 of Swords. Somebody were in a state of worry, in a state of anxiety, in a state of wearing yourself down with things that, maybe things you can't control, you know? Like you can't control every aspect of everything, right? But, yeah, get away. Move towards relieving that type of energy of anxiety and worry, and focus and commit to what is important to you. Whether this is a job, a career, or job and career are two different things, but a job, a career, a hobby, whatever it is that's important to you, right, and creates a sense of stability for you, then I say, or Spirit says, please do that, right? And to also practice self-care. Practice self-care. And that's what your Rune talked about. Your Rune talked about you're giving to everything else and everybody else, but how do you give back to yourself, Cancer? Right? All right. Find that harmony. Find that harmony. Okay. Twos are all about making a choice, and you have the choice about your peace, your harmony. All right. What should Cancerians move away from? My card went flying out here. This was sort of in the crossing as the Ace of Wands. Aces are gifts from Spirit, and that's when that 10 reduces to a 1 for like a new beginning, right? This is a new beginning for somebody. This is new inspiration, new passion, whatever you're trying to manifest, whether it's a new goal or something that you need, want, or desire. But this is in the crossing. I feel like this is in the crossing. Now, crossing messages in my readings are either very strong energy, or it could be a blockage of some sort. And I feel like you are so tied to the outcome of what happens in your life that it puts you in this state of not worry and anxiety about people, places, things, career, whatever is happening in your life, right? And I feel like you're blocking your own inspiration. You're blocking your own new goals, path, whatever, right? You need to move away from that. Move away from being tied to, I need to control every aspect of what's happening in my life. Because you got to allow Spirit in there somewhere to maneuver and work in the background, right? Oh, look. Ace of Pentacles, so that you can get this abundance. So that you can get this abundance. And I'm telling you, abundance for yourself. This equals the 9 of Pentacles. What is important for you? What is important for you to obtain, to be successful at, to, you know what I mean? What's important to you as far as prosperity and you fulfilling the things that you want to in life? You may be blocking yourself from getting this Ace of Pentacles, right? All right. What else do you suggest that Cancerians walk away from? This is the star energy, and this is Aquarius energy, and it is all about happiness and good fortune and having hope and faith, right? I feel like you need to walk away from maybe feeling uninspired. My cats are fighting. My cats are fighting. Hold on for a second. Thanks for holding, guys. Yes, my 2 male cats are fighting. We're fighting, trying to tear up shit. Okay, so anyway, I feel like this is Spirit saying, Cancer, move away from being uninspired. Move away from not, move away from sadness, move away from not having any faith, move away from this shit right here. Because this is right underneath the Nine of Swords. You need to have faith. You need to have that trust in Spirit, that Spirit's not going to let you down, but you have to allow Spirit to get in there to move in your life, Cancer, instead of trying to control every damn thing. Okay? We know you're the mama bear of the whole zodiac, but I've known many Cancers in my life, and some of you guys, don't be offended, but can be control freaks. Like, seriously control freaks, okay? And so, yeah, find a measure of peace, right? Find a measure of peace here, okay? Yeah. Okay. So, what else, Holy Spirit? What else do you suggest that our Cancerians move away from? Move away from, being this hangman in reverse. All right, this hangman in reverse, feeling like there's delays, I can't do it. I missed an opportunity that I may never get back again, or I don't, stop being in this stuck like Chuck situation. Stop being like that. Move away from that. Move away from that. Right? Yeah, because the sun is available to you, or will be available to you, if you can get out of your own damn way. What else, Holy Spirit? What else? What else do you suggest that our Cancerians move away from? Last two cards. Yeah. Move away from not fulfilling your destiny. Move away. The Wheel of Fortune is about fate and destiny, right? All the hard work and all the dedication, everything that you put out there will surely come back to you, right? Because we all reap what we sow. Good, bad, or indifferent, right? Move away from thinking that that there have been delays and just maybe feeling powerless in whatever your fate and destiny may be. I don't know. Maybe there's a snake in the midst. I'm not sure, right? Maybe there's a snake in the midst. But you need to be true to yourself, right? You need to be true to yourself and take this, move away from being afraid and not trusting Spirit to take this new journey in life, this fool's journey. This is actually the number 22 card of the Major Arcana. All right. But 22, it reduces to 0, right? So this is you trusting enough to start a new beginning, to take a leap of faith. All right? And not being foolish and letting whatever the situation is stop you from getting there. It's time to choose a path. Choose wisely. All right? With the Two of Wands. She's looking at a map. She's trying to decide which direction to go in. Okay? Yeah. And move towards harmony and peace with the Six of Swords. Away. You see the water is real choppy here. Move away from the 5 energy where there's a lot of chaos and conflict, and move towards clearer, smoother seas. All right. But look, there goes that snake again. Ooh! We just got finished talking about that snake. There could be a snake that will not allow you to have this peace. Pay attention to your intuitions, Cancerian energy. This is you, front and center. Pay attention to making sure that you're not falling for the okie doke. Make sure that you're not falling for any illusions or delusions. You can delude yourself, right? Tap into your intuition. What is Spirit trying to guide you and tell you? Yeah. so that you can live life more abundantly. Live this life more abundantly with the Three of Cups. This is happiness. This is enjoying life to the fullest with the people that mean the most to you. This is about support from your community, family, friends, all that. It might be somebody wanting to offer you this cup. We saw this Nine of Cups before. Somebody wanting to offer you this cup, right? So, I don't know. But you might end up cutting a bitch here with this Queen of Swords, right? Maybe you're not about that, right? Maybe, I don't know. You got to come correct when you come to the Queen of Swords. This is Gemini energy, right? She's been around the block. You know, you can't pull the wool over her eyes, right? She'll allow you to come forward, but she'll cut a bitch for sure if you try to, do her dirty. This 10 card, yeah, and this painful cycle. This 10 card wanted to peek through, and this is the end of a painful cycle of being stabbed in the back or feeling like you've been stabbed in the back. Could be betrayal, deception, any of that, right? Yeah. There may be an apology here with this Page of Cups, right? Could be, Page of Cups could be about children. It could be about, this offer of love, but it's very immature, maybe. Or this could be about an apology, okay? Apology, maybe because this was a painful cycle, but now it's time to close it out. All right. Let's see what we got here. What's the tea? What's the tea? What's the tea for Cancer Collective? You and another person may be mirroring one another. Most times, twin flames or soulmates, depending on, may mirror each other's behaviors, thought processes. So you also may be doing some introspective thinking, looking in the mirror and looking into self and trying to figure some stuff out, right? Self-reflection, maybe healing some inner wounds. Yeah, somebody is wearing a mask, right? It's time to take off the mask, right? Mask occur under that moon energy, right? Under the illusions and delusions, right? People not being authentic and genuine. But the mask, somebody's wearing a mask, or the mask need to come off. It's yeah. Heartbreak. So this may be about, you making some serious decisions, about a partnership here, but there's heartbreak here. Yeah, and there goes that tower again. We saw that tower at the beginning of your reading. This is another tower card, right? Sudden shock, a sudden change, right? Shocking news, something like that. That rocks this thing that you thought was built on firm foundation. Bring it down to the core. Somebody may be not showing their hand, or maybe this tower will be created because somebody took a risk or a gamble on this partnership, and maybe it did not pay off, right? And here we go with anxiety and worry. Woo-wee! Here we go with this shit right here, which has created this energy, right? What's in the crossing, which is very strong energy, or you may be being blocked from this energy, and that is not today. Not today. All right, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to talk about it. None of that. All right, I don't want to see you, whatever this is, okay? And silence, right? There's no contact here. So whatever this partnership is, whether it's a love or a business situation or a family, whatever this is, there's no silence. Y'all are not talking, period. It's done, right? And this butterfly, it's time for new beginnings, right? And maybe you're being blocked from a new beginning some kind of way. But it's time for transformation. It's time for transformation. It's time for the healing, those wounds, and moving on. What did you learn? Those lessons, and moving on to the next phase of your life with that knowledge. Transformation, birth, death, and rebirth. Okay, that's what we're talking about. But it's in the crossing energy. So either this really needs to happen, Cancer, or you're being blocked from this happening. All right. What else? All right. So you may need to take a spiritual bath, right? Salt bath or a spiritual bath or something like that. Because maybe somebody's negative words or thoughts or deeds may impact you on a spiritual level, or maybe they're trying to do that on purpose. Get some black obsidian. All right, where's my black obsidian? Oh man, I have some somewhere. Get you some black obsidian. All right, and this carries a calming and positive energy that can help you remember to look on the bright side of things, especially when things are getting a little tough. So black obsidian and some amethyst, right? Some amethyst. I love amethyst. Get you some amethyst, and that is for psychic protection, spiritual energy while you're dreaming, and can also help with nightmares and insomnia if you're having some. Maybe there's a energy vampire that's trying to sap your energy or your drive or whatever. They secretly keep tabs on your every move. So you guys may not be in communication. There may be silence, but guess what? Somebody's keeping up with you, Cancer, or you're keeping up with them. One or the other. And this is in the crossing. I feel like this is a very strong energy. Get a dream catcher to hang over your bed so that you can remember those dreams. Maybe whatever spirit's trying to communicate to you, or maybe whatever somebody is trying to send to you in your dreams, you can use a dream catcher. Okay, or maybe start a dream journal or something like that, right? Oh, and I forgot to show you, in this deck, the cards that were on the bottom that came out were Death and Rebirth, and Storm. So that is the third storm reference that we've seen in your reading today, Cancer Collective, right? And also that this could be about a breakup. This could be about a breakup, and y'all are, and it's a forever ending. Okay? And that could be a partnership, a relationship with a family member. Y'all just ain't with it anymore. Okay? So through all of this energy, we need to uncover what's going on with us, right? Why we may feel uninspired to move forward, or capitalize on some of those goals and move towards the sun energy, right? There needs to be an emotional release, right? Letting go and purging creates space for new beginnings, and it's also cathartic. Okay, it's also very cathartic, healing. Stop being in a state of avoidance. All right, stop being in a state of avoidance. It's key to see the need to avoid discomfort, but it's also to overcome it and thrive, right? Yeah. Maybe you didn't have strong boundaries before, or no boundaries before, but this is Spirit's reminder saying you need to examine those boundaries and you need to make them concrete. You need to make them strong. Okay? Yes. Because sometimes when our boundaries are not strong, certain people creep into our life, like that snake we kept seeing. Those snakes creep into our lives, right? Because they know that we have no boundaries, or our boundaries are not strong. Okay? And they can take advantage of that. And it's time to find wholeness. Find wholeness. Okay? bring together those fragments like puzzle pieces that, you know, that complete who you are, right? You have a finished puzzle piece, not one or two pieces missing. Find acceptance with yourself and that inner peace, right? Yeah. And this was in the crossing. It's time to take a journey inward. It's time to take a journey inward, guys. Seriously. Yes. Go inside, introspect, figure out what it is that you want, need, desire, right? And ask Spirit to commune with you and guide you, right? Because I feel like you're trying to do this all on your own, like you're trying to control every aspect, and you cannot. All right? The path to enlightenment starts within you. All right, what do your angels want you to know? Your angels, your archangels. The first one I got is charity. All right? Charity, and that is bring peace wherever you are or wherever you can. It says this is time for reconciliation. If you're holding a grudge, it's time to let it go. The only person who's going to suffer from this restriction is you, Cancer. It's time to bring your heart to the present moment. It's time to show up wholly and fully with love, right? Yeah. Find wholeness, right? Just like this card is saying, for you to, it's time to show up wholly and fully with love. You deserve the freedom and that forgiveness and understanding that forgiveness and understanding will bring you. All right. Your activation for this is I am ready to understand and forgive. And remember, we saw the page of cups, and I said this might have to do with an apology or forgiveness here. Okay. Yeah. And then we have Archangel Raphael, the healing angel. Yeah. Raphael is the master healer. Okay. Trust your spiritual wisdom, Cancer. Your psychic and spiritual abilities are awakening. Trust what you're seeing, because your intuition is correct, and we talked about you being tapped in and tuned into that. You can read between the lines, and the information you feel rising up within you is being divinely revealed to you. All right, you've spent lifetimes preparing for this moment, and although you may feel apprehensive, you were born for this. Okay, trust your inner vision. Trust Archangel Raphael. Okay. The Archangel of healing. Wherever you need to be healed, ask, because we have to petition the archangels and the angels to come in and move in our lives, right? Unless it's an emergency situation. Ask Archangel Raphael to guide you, to heal you, mind, body, and spirit, where you need to shed light into those dark areas, okay? What do the ancestors want to say? Ancestor, these are ancient ancestors, or Orishas, okay, which come from Afro-Brazilian and African countries, okay? But this is a 7 card, so you know spirit is involved, because 7 is a very spiritual number. It says, Orisha Irasen says, knowledge is the greatest wealth one can have. Knowledge is the greatest wealth that one can have, right? Inner vision, right? Like the angels were talking about, have that inner vision, okay? And also, it's time for some breakthroughs. It's time for some breakthroughs. It's time for some miracles to happen in your life, okay? And it's time to take inspired action in your life. No longer being like this. I'm just worried. I just don't know. No. Take inspired action. All right. And then allow spirit to do the rest. All right. And in the hidden cards for this deck, I have, you're going to be taking a trip of some kind, right? And it's really interesting because I see a lot of water here, right? With this inspiration, there's a lot of water, right? And water is about emotion and love, right? And there's also more water here, but there's also a ship, right, for the miracles. And then we have another ship here on the water. You're going on a trip, and I feel like you may be going on a physical trip, maybe, but I feel like you're going on this trip, this voyage of transformation, where you allow spirit in to guide you, okay, and awaken you and give you the knowledge that you need to move beyond whatever this is. Maybe you didn't allow that before, but it's time for that, okay? Yeah. And this means the same thing, right? This death and rebirth card, this your fellow water sign card, the Scorpio energy, can't pick this up, with the death and transformation, right? Figuratively speaking, putting people, places, and things, giving them a proper burial and saying goodbye to them, walking away from them because they no longer serve you or edify you or nurture you, right? But once you put a death to things, new awakenings, new transformations happen. Okay? All right. So we already saw black obsidian and amethyst as a suggestion for you to get, but I also asked Spirit to give a healing gem or a crystal. We have blue calcite. It looks like the world, doesn't it? Blue calcite. All right, and it's a dreamy, calming stone from the Mediterranean. It says dreamy, calming blue calcite is the fresh from the Mediterranean retreat vision board making hippie of the calcite family. Who needs it? People who stare up at the ceiling worrying about the future at 3 a.m. Yeah, that type of energy, right? That's who that energy pertains to. Yeah. Yeah. This type of energy, right? Who can't eat, can't sleep, have nightmares, wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning worried. No. Get some of that blue calcite. That's how you spell it. Okay? All right. Spirit suggestions on how you can practice self-care. Remember, if you never practiced self-care before, it's time to do it. Okay? Rest, recover when needed, okay? Be stronger than your excuses. Drop the excuses, whatever they are. Yeah? Drop them. It's time for action. All right? When you drop all the excuses, you're going to start seeing results. You might need to balance your heart chakra. Okay? Balance your heart chakra. And there's plenty of guides and books on how to balance your chakras. But, yeah. You need to look inside here first, okay? And this came in the reverse. So I feel like maybe maybe money is flowing through your hands. All right? Maybe you're not saving, but it's time to start saving. All right? It's time to start saving. And last but not least, the most important universal message that Spirit wants and needs you to see for the next 4 weeks, Cancer Collective, is, of course you will make mistakes, Cancer, but the biggest one would not be not to try. Ooh-wee! Inspired action, okay? I can't say it. I can't make it up. And we just saw a card that says drop the excuses. It's time to take action. All right? Let me start over. Cancer, of course you will make mistakes, but the biggest one would be not to try, right? You've nothing to lose. This thing you've been thinking about for a long time, just go for it. better an oops than a what if, or waking up at 3 a.m. worried about this shit, okay? We are here, meaning your spirit team and Holy Spirit is there to support you when you need it. I cannot make this up. This is you going through a transformation, going through the storms needed in order to learn lessons, right? Putting certain things to death that are no longer important or needed in your life, and going through this transformation that Spirit's asking you to go through. And to take inspired action, to trust in Spirit, take inspired action, to have faith and trust, to get yourself unstuck from what you're stuck in, right? So that you can have some breakthroughs on whatever it is that you want, desire, need, okay? Whatever you're passionate about. Yes, that's what it is, right? Because miracles are about to happen in your life if you relinquish control of everything, okay? And allow Spirit, you and Spirit, to join hands and work together to have a collaboration, okay? Just like me and Spirit collaborate on these readings, all right? I can't lean on my own understanding, and neither can you, Cancer Collective, okay? So may the force be with you. The light in me honors the light in you. We send you supportive energy from Ascension 225 Tarot and Oracle. We love you, Cancer Collective. Let us know how this resonates with you. We wish you all the best over the next 4 weeks, okay? Take care. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Mwah. Take care. God bless.